Hello and welcome to the Side One YouTube channel. My name is Ray, and in this video we're going to do our first test run of the MicroSMT pick and place machine using the RoboHAT version 2.3 board I designed. So this is actually a stencil machine I purchased, and its sole job is to hold the stencil and line it up with my printed circuit board. And you can actually it's hard to see. You can't really see where the pads are because the stencil's lined up everywhere. So that's a good start. So I'm going to put some solder paste on and see how we go. It looks like there's solder paste on all those pads that I need it. Okay, so it looks like this is finished. Now for the hard part, I've got to pull it out of my frame here without popping any of the parts off. Alright, so it looks like all the parts are on there. Let me just get this under the microscope and see how it looks with that. Okay, so this is the board. These are all the parts placed on it now. And for the most part, this looks pretty good. There's at least 2 resistors that are upside down. So R45 and over here R16. It looks like they were flipped in the tray, the feeder, and got picked up upside down, but it still picked up the pads and placed them. U1 is 180 degrees out of alignment, so I need to turn it before I solder it. U4 and 5 look good. U3 looks good. U7 is 90 degrees out of alignment, so I will need to fix that up. I'm 90 degrees out on the MPR121. U2 looks right. I got an extra resistor on that last pad. I had a slight misalignment on the pickup and that caused it to pick up 2 resistors, so I can remove one of those. All of my INR 121s look good. That R5 is a little bit off alignment. I think that's because it was picked up on the edge when it was being picked up. And I think I bumped the diode with my finger then. So I need to fix this in the configuration. Okay, so I think that's all the parts accounted for. So the next step here will be to solder it, and then I can start testing the board. So I'll set up for that. Okay, so my hot plate here, which I'm going to use to melt the solder, is almost at 200 degrees C. This solder is supposed to melt a lot lower than that, so at 183. So let's put it on. Okay, so that looks pretty good. If I put that back under the the microscope, we can inspect all those joints. I did bump one of the resistors as I was taking it off, the big 5 milliohm resistors. But let's see how she performed. Okay, so I've got this upside down. Here we go, that's a bit better. Or is it? Oh no, that's right. Okay, so those look pretty good. That's the resistor R44 that I bumped, but I think that's still got good contact. So I'm just going to leave that as is for now. Looks pretty well lined up. I have got some solder bridging on there, and that chip's misaligned, so I'm going to have to rework that one. That's U4. And this one might need to be realigned slightly. It's a little bit to the right. All the resistors are okay though. This board's cooled down enough I don't have to be ginger with it anymore. So my level shifter looks alright. I'm not convinced that's very well attached. Some of those pads in the middle top of U7 to me don't look like they're very well connected. U6, the MPR121 looks pretty good. And U3 looks pretty good. So the next thing to do with this is to give it a good test and see if I add on my headers and see if it works. I'll do that in another video and possibly rework it then. I do have a couple of resistors that are upside down, so I do have some issues, and I think a lot of it came to the tape peeling. So I think I've got some springs to deal with in the Bing feeder for the 22 ohm resistor feeder. To see when my next video comes out, don't forget to click on like, subscribe, ring that notification bell. It's a form of support that helps the channel a great deal and costs you absolutely nothing. If you'd like to help the channel further, I do have both Patreon and YouTube membership, and you can join my VIP patrons GoLucky, Jerde, and Keres Contorni, my builder patrons Al Morales 45, Andrew Cardone, and Airgar69, and my YouTube member Joel Hauxwell in helping to support the channel. All my YouTube members and patrons get these videos at least a week early. If you've got any questions, feel free to leave a comment below or drop into the Discord and leave your question in there. If I can't answer it, someone else might be able to. There will be links in the description. And we'll see you in the next video.